Hey guys, I'm Kurt, and today I'm going to be talking about the ingredient flour. Flour is typically made from wheat. Wheat kernel can be broken down into three main components. The germ, which is usually not used, is the sprouting portion of the seed. Then you have the bran, which is usually only used in a whole wheat flour. That's typically removed in your normal flour making processes. And then there's the endosperm, which makes up 83% of the kernel, which is separated and made into flour. The starch and protein found in endosperm give your different flours their unique properties and really make up what flour is and how it's used in cooking. Now this right here is your typical all-purpose flour. This one is bleached, and when I mean bleached, that is the process where pigment is removed from the flour, and also the oxidation speed increases after bleaching, which helps gluten production improve. Now, gluten, the typical protein found in your wheat flour, involves the formation of disulfide bonds. These bonds keep the protein chains connected without time to oxidize. The compounds such as glutathione that have a free sulfhydryl group will break the crosslinks of these protein chains, and when they break these chains, it'll lead to a less full product when baking. It also is enriched flour, and when we mean enriched, it just means some vitamins and minerals have been added so that it's a more fulfilling product. Now this all-purpose flour is typically made from hard flours such as your hard red winter, your hard red spring, or hard white wheat. These have high protein content, which allows the dough or the batter product to be more elastic. It also allows the product not to crumble as much and sort of hold together a lot better. Now here's a different type of flour. This is cake flour. Obviously this is used typically to make pastries and cakes of this sort, and the reason it's used is cake flour is made typically from soft flour. The soft flour such as soft red winter. It has a lower protein content, which allows for more of a crumbly product, and also it has a higher rising capabilities, which allows your cakes to rise up larger and your cupcakes to increase size. Now, a third product that I went and looked at and wanted to try out because I had never used it before, and also is unique to your typical wheat flours, is soy flour, which is made from your typical soybean. What they do is they roast the bean and then remove the coat and grind it into flour. Now, what's different about soy flour is soy flour doesn't contain gluten, which means that the product's going to have be a lot more dense and won't rise quite as high. Another factor in that also is that your soy flour typically has a lot more protein than even your all-purpose flour here. So this soy flour right here specifically is 100% soy and it has been defatted. So I did a pretty quick baking experiment to compare these products. And right here I have my first product, which is I made three various types of vanilla cupcake. This one right here was made with all-purpose flour. As you can see, it rose up pretty well. It sort of holds together fairly decent, but obviously you can see that it had time to aerate and produce a good rise. Compared to the cake flour here, which as you can see is a little bit more dense, but crumbles so much more easy. This product also ends up a little bit more sweeter, which I thought was the best for making a cupcake. And I think the best version to see is this soy flour cupcake here, which as you can see, just like we had predicted, is a lot more dense and definitely did not rise nearly as high as any of the other products. So that was just a quick review on flour and some of the various uses for it.